This here is a thank you to my subscribers. I only have a handful, but try to speak as if I'm surrounded by millions. As God says, we're encompassed by such a great cloud of witnesses, and you know, try to be mindful of that we're surrounded by witnesses, we're surrounded by angels, and they see and they know everything, and one day we'll all stand before God the Father. Now, Jesus is our mediator between God and us, and so when we know that we're not going to go up before God the Father by ourselves, Jesus is he's like our public defender. And so without Jesus, we don't have a prayer. So I think about that a lot. I think about how thankful I am that I accepted Christ long ago, and that it's taken such a long time, though, for him to do a change in me that he knew was going to happen, but he also knew I was kind of like a squirrel, a tough nut to crack. But he did, because light always overcomes darkness, and if you really let Christ in, he really does a work. He does a mighty work that only he can do. Only Jesus could bring about the change wrought in me. That's just point of fact. People can and do change, but we need to let Christ in to do the change, because we can only go so far on our own, and then we're out. We're out of our own strength. We're out of our own ambition. And when you ask Christ to take over, I say, God, I could do my best, but you're going to have to do the rest, because I can't do it. I can't. I couldn't. And that's the truth. And so I brought this video out so I could tell people where my heart is, and my heart is with Jesus. And just to give you an idea what that means is that Jesus, he's jealous for us. He fights for us before the Father when we're sleeping, when we're awake, when we did the greatest mess up in our lives. And he goes before the Father, I think sometimes weeping for us, and says, Father, don't shine the wrath on them. They've accepted me. Remember, you poured that wrath on me. Do something else to get them to change. And so it's kind of hard to articulate or bring about what it means when Jesus, the Father, and the Holy Spirit are three in one, but yet he goes before the Father. Oops. Anyway, stupid things. Oh, here's a great one. So, right on the fly. Comes like a joke, right? Sometimes they come right on the fly. I can't catch that little sucker to get to. Anyway, sometimes you gotta catch the fly to get the joke. But I was thinking about one earlier today. Several, actually. There is something that has come to me like that. But one I've told before, which is kind of funny, actually. Noah. You know, he went before... he goes before this hardware store clerk, and he says, I need some pitch. He says, how much do you need? He said, I don't know, like 450 gallons? He said, what the heck are you building? He goes, I can't tell you that, but he said, it's big, it's got to be waterproof inside and out. He said, whatever floats your boat. Just a dad joke. It's a Christian dad joke, though. I try to do jokes not so off-color no more. So Jesus talked about coarse jesting. Now, the coarse jesting is, like dirty and off-color jokes. But, clean jokes are alright. Jesus does have a sense of humor. After all, he made us, right? Anyway, I love God. I love Jesus. And I pray that it comes out in my videos and also in my songs that I write. Years ago, I was ambitioning to be a country singer. And instead, my life took a turn for a worse note. And side note, it was a little bad note, but ever since then, most of the stuff that I write today is all to edify Jesus and God. There's very little about like contemporary country songs. The stuff I write now is all in appreciation of what Jesus has done and what he continues to do in my life and through my life for other people. So God bless you. Thanks for watching, listening, and sorry if it's a little long-winded.